Welcome to GoldRush Decision Support. Before we get started, this video is best viewed in the full screen of YouTube. It's going to be a bit fuzzy, but be sure to make it full screen when you view it. So when you log into GoldRush Decision Support, you will see a list of databases in GoldRush appearing in the order in which they were last updated. To expand this selection, click on the drop-down box below and you'll see the entire list. And then you can also sort this list by the column header. So for example, I can sort ascending or descending by the provider name. You can also print this entire list or save it as an Excel file in one of these you can use one of the different formats here. You can also search for a particular database to see when it was last updated in GoldRush. So for example, you can see that Academic Search Premier was last updated January 11th of 2014. Now I'm going to click on the Compare Databases button. Now before I begin, a couple of things. You can compare multiple databases, such as 3 databases to 2. In this example, I'm just going to compare 1 to 1. You can also send us a copy of your local print holdings, journal holdings, including both the title and the ISSN in that file in a delimited or Excel format. We can upload that file into GoldRush, and then you can compare your print holdings to other databases that are in GoldRush. And finally, GoldRush uses the ISSN number as the basis for comparison. So if there's content in the database that does not have an ISSN, it will not be included in the GoldRush comparison results. It strictly includes titles with ISSNs. So I'm going to begin typing my first database. And as I start to type, the drop-down box will appear with selections. I want to make sure that I select the database from the drop-down box and not just type in a database at random. So the second database is Academic One file, and again I'm picking it from the selection list. You can either start by typing the name of the vendor or the name of the database, whichever is easier for you. Just make sure that you select them both from the list. You can click on this Email Me the Results box and the results will be emailed to you, or you can just go ahead and click the Compare box, which is what I will do, and the results will show up right away on screen. And then the first thing you'll notice is that this is defaulting to a full text comparison. I'm going to pull down a little bit here so we can see everything. I can also compare full text and citation or citation only. And if I hover over one of the bar graphs, I will be able to see the results right there. So for example, Academic Search Premier has 4,627 titles, of which 3,322 are unique, and 1,305 of them are common. And I can see the same information for Gale by hovering over the bar graph. And then down below, I see the information repeated here. And so if I click on one of these links, it will actually open up to the list of journals. I can also get to a list of journals in that set by clicking on the bar graph. So in this situation, I'm curious about Academic One file. So I have Academic Search Premier, but I'm interested in Academic One file and what the 5,171 titles that are unique to that database. So I click on the bar graph, and it's going to bring back a list of journals that are in Academic One file but are not in Academic Search Premier. And so you'll see here in this list it includes like the citations, the full text dates, and even embargo information. And not every database in GoldRush has this much information. It just depends on what the vendors have given us. So if you do find you run a comparison and there aren't dates for whatever reason, it's because the vendor did not supply us with that information. You can also search for a particular title within this list. So for example, About Women in Marketing is in the this Academic 1 file, but not Academic Search Premier, and so I can see the information right here in the list. And then you can also download a copy of this set, this full text unique set. And so I'd click on one of the buttons, probably Excel, most likely. And then when you name the database, just be sure to be descriptive of what set you're looking at. So I'm going to say Academic 1 file, unique full text. And you'll notice that the default extension to save it in is CSV, and that's fine. You can open up a CSV into an Excel spreadsheet. Now to go back to my results, I want to use the actual back button in GoldRush. Do not use the back button on the browser because that takes you completely out of the selection. So once I come back, I can choose to do full text and citation comparison. Maybe I just want to do a citation only comparison. Or maybe you want to download the results of other sets, so maybe you want to look at the journals that they have in common. You can also come back to the screen and clear it and run another comparison. So we hope that this tool will help you in making better database selection decisions. Thank you for viewing the demo today, and let us know if you have any questions.